Okay, so I'm freaking out right now. We just got home from Guatemala. Literally, just walked in the door. So I got home and I just thought I'd take a pregnancy test. And you guys, it says pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm so happy right now. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So if you guys haven't heard yet, we have some very exciting news, and that is that we are pregnant. We are expecting a little baby in October of this year, and we are so excited. I cannot wait. We're over the moon. So just quickly before I get into this video about how we found out that we were pregnant, if you guys don't know, we actually went this year to Guatemala. We went for about 18 days. Josue is actually from Guatemala, and so we went to visit his sister and also just to like explore the country and just a vacation. And it was so crazy because I actually kind of had an idea that I was pregnant there. I wasn't for sure though, because when you're trying to conceive for a long time, you kind of always think that like, oh, maybe I am pregnant, but then when you're not, it's kind of a letdown. So I was trying not to think about it, just pushing it out of my mind. But it was really weird because while we were there, I actually missed my period. And so as soon as we got home, like literally, we got off the plane, we drove home, and I was like, I have to take a pregnancy test. And I just like went into the bathroom. I didn't even tell Josue that I was going to do this. And he was still like unloading the car, like our luggage and stuff like that. And I went in the bathroom and I took a pregnancy test, and sure enough, it was this one. And it said that I was pregnant, and I was like, I was in such shock, and I was so happy, of course. And yeah, so it was really exciting. So I just wanted to share that really quick about like how we found out that we were pregnant. And then we'll go ahead and jump into the video, because I also want to share with you guys, now that I am out of my first trimester, I wanted to share some of the symptoms that I had, as well as some things that were essential to me that helped get me through the first trimester. So I want to share all that with you guys. So we'll just go ahead and jump into the video. So to jump right into it, some of the symptoms I had during my first trimester, the first would be just being really tired, obviously, and more than being tired, I feel like just really lazy, like not motivated to do anything. I pretty much just wanted to lay around. I just felt really tired, like I didn't want to cook, I didn't want to clean, I didn't want to do anything. I was just like really mopey. And now that I'm into my second trimester, I feel like the energy is back, because before it was so weird. Like I had no motivation to do literally anything. Another thing that I had was a lot of food aversions. I was very picky with what I wanted to eat. Like not a lot of things sounded good to me, which I ended up eating so much bread and stuff, which is so bad, but that's literally the only thing that sounded good, was like toast or Eggo waffles, and that's like really all that I wanted to eat because I just had so many food aversions. I also got morning sickness, but I didn't get it in the morning. I got it at nighttime. I would get it at night before I would go to bed around, I don't know, it'd start at around like maybe 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and I would feel sick probably until like 10:30 at night, and I would just feel so nauseous, so sick, and it made me just, I couldn't sleep, which brings me to my next symptom, was not sleeping well. Since I've been pregnant, it has been so hard for me to fall asleep at night. Normally I would just fall asleep like super fast, but now since being pregnant, oh my goodness, I cannot fall asleep at night. It takes me forever, and I think it has to do with, for one, I'm nauseous at nighttime, and for two, I feel like I have to pee a lot. And so our bathroom is downstairs and our bedroom is upstairs, so I'm like going upstairs and downstairs, and then I get back into bed, and then I'd feel like nauseous, and then I'd want to get like a cracker or something, so I'd go back downstairs to the kitchen and get some crackers and water, and it just felt like a never-ending cycle. And so I felt like it was really hard for me to fall asleep. Another thing that I had at nighttime was I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like my legs are like super achy, and I just feel like the constant need to like stretch out my legs. I think it's called, like, I looked it up, it's called like restless leg syndrome or something. I don't really know, but my legs are so restless at night. Like sometimes I'd seriously have to get out of bed and like walk around and do stretches, because like my legs just like won't stop moving at night. It's so weird. So that's another thing that has kept me from sleeping. But I think out of all my symptoms, out of being tired, being nauseous, out of everything, the most annoying symptom, the most just probably horrible symptom for me, has been headaches. I have gotten seriously so many headaches since being pregnant. Now, prior to pregnancy, I have always struggled since I was younger with getting headaches. I just always have migraines. It's just so annoying. But I would get them maybe once a month. They're like hormonal, definitely related to that. But now since being pregnant, I was hoping like, oh, once I get pregnant, like my headaches will go away. They have gotten way worse. I get a headache or a migraine at least once a week, like once to twice a week. And now that I'm in my second trimester, I'm still getting the headaches. They have not gone away. Hopefully they'll go away soon, fingers crossed. But that has been probably the worst symptom out of all of them, is just constant headaches, and they are just so bad. They last a day, 2 days, and I'll be just in bed like with like all the lights turned off and everything, and that has been probably the worst symptom out of all of them. But other than that, other than those symptoms, honestly, I felt pretty good for the most part. Even though I have had some nausea at night, I've been so lucky that I haven't like thrown up or anything like that. Like for the most part, honestly, I felt good. Like when people would ask me, oh, how's it been? I would say I felt good, because it is, I pretty much for the most part did. I had those symptoms here and there. I did have the nausea at nighttime, but you know, other than that, it has been, it was pretty easy. I know that people have it a lot worse than I do. So yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty thankful that I felt okay during the first trimester. So that brings me to, I wanted to share with you guys some things that have been essential for me during the first trimester, some things that I have used constantly and that have just been really key to getting through. So I wanted to share those with you guys. So first would be, obviously, well, whether you're pregnant or not, you should drink tons of water, but especially when you're pregnant, it's very important. So my first essential is to something like this. I use this one from Starbucks to hold my water in, and because I like drinking it with a straw, but this just helps me to remember to drink water throughout the day. And so I always have this filled up. I try to drink around 5 of these a day, so it really helps me keep track of like how much water I'm intaking. Another thing, it's still like a water cup type thing, is this one, because it's a lot bigger. Well, they kind of look the same size, but this one's a lot bigger. This one's 40 ounces, and I bring this with me when I go out, like out into the world, out in public and stuff like that. I bring this to, again, help me to remember to constantly drink tons and tons of water, because that's very important. Another thing is pretty obvious, and that is prenatals. These are the ones that I take. They're just by nature made. They don't make me nauseous or anything. I do take them at nighttime so that I don't get nauseous, which you might be thinking, well, you get nauseous at night, so maybe that's related. But I start getting nauseous way before I even take this prenatal, usually. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, this one makes me feel pretty good, and I like it. I buy it from Costco in this big old bottle so that I don't have to get them that often. Another thing that has been really key for me, as I mentioned, my most horrible symptom has been my headaches, and I haven't taken any medicine for my headaches. I know that you can take Tylenol, but I've tried to stay away from medicine. I haven't taken anything. So something that has been super helpful is peppermint essential oil. Seriously, this has been so key. This is seriously a lifesaver. Whenever I get a headache, I rub it on my temples and I rub it on the back of my neck, and that just helps so much. It helps relieve some of the pain. It doesn't take it away completely, because I get, my headaches are just crazy, but it does help a lot. So I also have a diffuser, and I'm constantly diffusing this when I have a headache, and I rub it, like I said, on my temples. I also have a little roller of this, and I keep that in my purse if I get like a headache when I'm out and about or something. But this has been a lifesaver. Another thing on the track of essential oils is I have gotten a cold twice in the first trimester. I got a cold really early on, and then I'm just getting over a cold from like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And again, you can't take any cold medicine or anything like that. I mean, I think you can, but I have decided not to take any medicine. And so another essential oil that has been really key is On Guard oil. It's so good. I swear it has helped me get over my sicknesses so fast. I just am constantly diffusing that in my house. I keep my diffuser right beside my bed when I go to sleep, and I'm diffusing that along with the peppermint or eucalyptus or something to just like help clear me up. But that has been super essential for me. Another one of my symptoms I didn't mention before, but my skin got so dry in the first trimester, which is so weird. It's so not like me. Like even my legs were like flaky, like dry, and I have no idea why. And I tried so many different lotions and body oils and stuff, and it was not taking away my dry skin. And the only thing that worked was just using coconut oil, just like straight up pure coconut oil. And that has been the only thing that took away my dry skin. So I'm apply coconut oil 2 to 3 times a day, honestly, just to, for one, help with the dry skin, and then for 2, to like help with stretch marks too, to try to avoid that. But yeah, that has been a lifesaver. It was the only thing that worked for me for the dry skin, but now it's getting better. So yeah, that was basically all of my symptoms and all of my essentials for the first trimester. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm currently 15 weeks pregnant, so I'm done with that first trimester. I'm over it. It's so crazy that I'm almost 4 months pregnant. Like, that is just wild to me. I also wanted to show you guys before I ended this video, look at this little ultrasound picture. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. It's so crazy now when we go to doctor's appointments and see the ultrasound. Like, it goes from being like just this little like tadpole, and now it's like a full baby. It's just wild. It's just so crazy to me. Also, fun little fact. We think we know the gender. We're not gonna announce it until we know for sure. But I'm seeing a specialist on top of my OBGYN just because of the previous miscarriages. They have me seeing a specialist. And when I went there this last time, they told me the gender, and they were like, the girl was like, we can't guarantee because it is like earlier on, but she's like, I'm pretty sure it's blank. And so we think we know, but they're gonna confirm it at 20 weeks. So in like about a month, we'll know for sure. And that's when we'll announce it, because we don't want to announce it and then have it like flip-flop on us, because that would not be good. But we're really excited, and I am starting to show a little bit. I don't know, I can't tell if I'm just gaining weight, which I am, or if I'm actually showing. But so here's a little shot of my bump. So yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, I can't tell if I'm like bloated or if I'm showing or what. So I don't know, who knows. But yeah, that's basically all for this first trimester update. Also, I just wanted to say, I have to add this in. Even though I say that I have these symptoms and that my headaches are super annoying and nausea, I am so thankful for each and every symptom that I have. Like, I'm not like complaining about them at all, because I'm really just so thankful. Like, even when I'd feel nauseous, like I would tell like Josue, and he'd tell me, I'm like, I feel like so blessed even to be nauseous. Like, I'm so happy. Like, I'd always say that with my previous pregnancies that ended in miscarriage. I never had any nausea, any symptoms at all. And I'd always tell Josue, my husband, I would be like, oh, I wish like I felt something. Like, I wish that I had morning sickness and stuff. And so now with this pregnancy that I am having these symptoms, I'm just like really grateful. Every time I even don't feel good, I'm like, I'm so thankful, because that just means there's a little baby growing perfectly healthy inside me. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.